Good afternoon and welcome to Marion, Indiana. We've got a doubleheader on the slate for today. It's the Indiana Wesleyan Wildcats versus the St. Francis Cougars. We've got the women's game up first, followed by the men's game. Women are winners of 7 straight. They are coming off a big win against Goshen College. The Cougars, losers of 5 of the last 6. Get the opening lineups ready and just about ready for tip-off. We'll be back in just a short moment with action from Marion.
Do all that we do to glorify you. We ask these things in the name of our Savior Jesus. Amen. For our starting lineups. First for St. Francis, starting at guard, a sophomore from Fort Wayne, number 1, Emily Parrott. At forward, a senior from Tipton, Indiana, number 4, Cassidy Crawford. At guard, a sophomore from Bedford, Indiana, number 11, Chloe McKnight. At guard, a freshman from Middlebury, Indiana, number 15, Julia Mantilla. And also in guard, a junior from Granger, Indiana, number 22, Reagan Tate. The Cougars are coached by Jeremy Henry.
I don't play this game to lose. I live like life on the line. A really pretty price was paid for mine. One of a kind, different design. Working, I'm certain you'll see it in time. I gotta shine, so you'll be fine in the nighttime. Let me link you up with the lifeline. Jesus, babies is toting heaters. The enemies trying to beat us. Dirty, dotted, deceived. I like the win.
For your Indiana Wesleyan Wildcats. At forward, junior from Fort Wayne, number 2, Maddie Rose. At guard, a graduate student from Fort Wayne, number 20, Charles Rose. At forward, a senior from Kalamazoo, Michigan, number 21. Assisted by
kickoff at Marion, Indiana Lucky Arena. My name is Sam Wirt. We've got the Indiana Wesleyan Wildcats and the St. Francis Cougars. Starters for the Cougars: number 1, Emily Parrott; number 4, Cassidy Crawford; number 11, Chloe McKnight; number 15, Julia Mantila; and number 22, Reagan Pate. They've rolled with the same 5 all season long for all 18 of their games. For Indiana Wesleyan, a couple changes in the lineup with some injuries. Maddie Lawrence is the starter at forward. Bailey Van Dyke is the one you see tipping the ball up there. Kelly Damon, Claire Merrill, Lily Frazier round out the starting 5. So the Cougars win the tip. They'll start with a ball. Parrott with a basketball, dribbling right, gets the ball inside to Crawford. Crawford spins around. Good pass inside, and a and-one bucket quickly for Emily Parrott. Count the bucket. Foul's going to go on Claire Merrill. So Parrott breaks open the scoring for the Cougars. They lead 2-0 now, and she'll head to the line to try to complete the and-one opportunity, and she does. This Cougar team coming off a tough loss to Marion, where they led at halftime and then ended up falling by a score of 65-56. Wildcats with the basketball now. Lawrence gets to Claire Merrill. Merrill crosses over, now calling out something. Trying to get inside to Lawrence. She finds her. Lawrence dribbles right, spins. Has to put up a difficult shot with a defender in her face and airballs it. And it'll go the other way. Parrott running things as the point guard. She has the ball in the corner. Gets it inside to Crawford. Crawford finds Mantila. Cougars moving the ball around. 3-point shot by McKnight, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Possession to the Wildcats. The Cougars have a smaller roster than you'll see most teams in the Crossroads League have, and they use just about 6 or 7 girls every single time they play. As I said earlier, five girls have started all 19 of their games so far, so they've rolled with the same lineup. They haven't really struggled with many injuries, but that's the opposite on the other side for the Wildcats. A few injuries for them, including Jade Nutley and Jordan Reed. Wildcats struggling to get a shot off, and it's going to go the other way. Looks like it's going to be a foul on Maddie Lawrence, her first. And good defense from the Cougars to start this game off. Wildcats will open into a press, which the Cougars quickly deal with. And Tyler with the basketball, dribble handoff, goes to Pate. Pate will take a 3, and she hits it. Cougars jump out to a 6-0 lead. Here comes Lily Frazier. Frazier dribbling with the left hand. She'll take a 3. And she hits. No defense played by the Cougars on that one, and Frazier decided to take one and hits it. So back-to-back 3s from these two teams. Wildcats still pressing in a man-to-man press. Merrill against Parrott. Parrott gets by her. Now gets it away. And a pass is picked off by Lily Frazier. Wildcats will take it in a fast break. Here comes Frazier. Frazier down the lane. Will put up the layup and spins it in. Beautiful shot by Frazier, one of the best finishers on this team for the Wildcats, and she gets the bucket to go. She has all 5 for Indiana Wesleyan so far. Back down the floor. Quickly comes Parrott, going straight at Claire Merrill, and it's going to be a foul. I believe they called it on a shot, and Merrill quickly picks up her second foul. And Frazier and Merrill will take a seat on the bench for Sadie Nee and Ashley Mader. Lily Frazier came into the game questionable, didn't know how much she was going to play. She started the game. I heard rumors that she may be on a minutes restriction tonight as Parrott hits the first free throw. So we'll see how much we see Lily Frazier tonight. Could see a lot of Sadie Nee, the backup point guard for Indiana Wesleyan. Parrott hits the second. Here comes Kelly Damon. She gets the pass from Bailey Van Dyke and hands it off to Mader. Wildcats swinging things around. Van Dyke in the corner. She finds Sadie Nee. Nee steps back, 3 on the way. It's good! We're tied up at 8 apiece on the step-back three-pointer from Sadie Nee. Wildcats were unconscious from 3 in their last game against Goshen. They hit a program record 21 three-pointers in that game. Every single player, except for one, had at least one three-pointer in the game. So we'll see if that hot shooting continues. Lawrence drives, takes an off the backboard shot, does not hit it. Here's McKnight with the basketball. She gets it inside. Crawford, leading scorer for the Cougars, and she travels. Good defense from Bailey Van Dyke. That'll be an interesting matchup all game. We have Cassidy Crawford and Bailey Van Dyke, one of the premier defenders for the Wildcats. 6:25 to play, first quarter. Damon will bring the ball up and hand it off to Sadie Nee. Nee calling out the play. Wildcats swing around. Here's Van Dyke, and it's going to be a blocking foul. This one called on Chloe McKnight. She was guarding Kelly Damon, who was trying to cut through inside, and McKnight just got in her way a little too much. Foul's called. Here's Sadie Nee with the basketball now. Wildcats swinging around. Lawrence at the top of the key. Gives it to Nee. Nee for another 3, no good. And another foul's going to go against Reagan Pate. She was holding, I believe it was Ashley Mader, who was trying to get the rebound, and Pate just held on to her, so the Wildcats will maintain possession. Quick shovel pass right back to Nee. Beautiful pass by Sadie Nee, and the layup, reverse layup is good by Ashley Mader. What a pass from Sadie Nee to find Mader cutting through the middle. Wildcats lead 10-8. Here comes Emily Parrott. Parrott, defended by Mader, gets it away. Here's Mantila. She hands it to Reagan Pate. Inside, Crawford. And she uses a beautiful spin move to get past Bailey Van Dyke. I said that would be an interesting matchup, and it already has 1-1 if you're counting. And it's going to be another foul. So a lot of whistles here early, another foul. This one goes against Julie Mantila, and the Wildcats will bring in a new group. All the starters will take a seat on the bench as Reed, Rose, and Hovey will come in for Indiana Wesleyan. Here comes Rose. She gets it out to Mader. Wildcats swinging around. Hovey in the corner. She finds Mader. Mader will take a 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. And Izzy Reed, fighting for the basketball, will draw a foul. So a lot of fouls here early. And Frazier will check back in for Mader. 3 fouls on the Cougars, 4 on Indiana Wesleyan. 5 minutes into this game. Wildcats will open up an man-to-man press. Here comes Parrott. She's racing by Hovey. She finds Pate in the corner. Gets it into Crawford. Crawford guarded by Rose. She's triple teamed. Cougars makes a couple of extra passes. Finds Pate in the corner. For 3, it's short. Rebound Rose. Rose will bring it up the floor herself. She's coming off a big game against Goshen College, where she scored 15 points. Also had 3 rebounds and 3 assists in that game. Big game off the bench for Haley Rose. Jade Hovey has the basketball, top of the key, dribbling right-handed. Picks up her dribble, gives it to Lily Frazier. Frazier at the elbow. Trying to get by. A little scoop, underhand layup, no good. It did hit the rim, though, so shot clock will reset, and Haley Rose grabs the offensive rebound. Here comes Sadie Nee, spins down the lane. Left-handed layup, it's good. Beautiful move by Sadie Nee to get past the defender. She's got 5 here early. Here comes the Cougars, 3-pointer on the way. Pate, no good, rebound Frazier. So a few missed 3-pointers, and here come the Wildcats. Nee down the lane. She looks for Reed in the corner. Extra pass made to Rose. Rose dribbles left, finds Frazier. Frazier from 3, it's gonna be short. Ball goes out of bounds. Wildcats will go on defense, and some substitutions for the Cougars. Pate and Mantila will take a seat on the bench. Ali Madden and Fatima Valenti will come in. Valiente with the ball now, guarded by Hovey. Valiente gets by her, now switches on with Rose. Crawford with the ball on the outside. Long pass, looking for McKnight, finds her. Ball back, and it's gonna be another hold. This one goes against Jade Hovey, and Ali Madden was kind of held down by Hovey. 5th foul already on the Wildcats, and another platoon swap for Indiana Wesleyan as Van Dyke, Lawrence, and Damon will check back in for the Wildcats. And with 5 fouls, they actually just inbounded the ball. The crowd behind me is chanting free throws. And it'll be free throws for Ali Madden. So some confusion here early. And Madden will head to the line. Cougars trailing by 2. Madden knocks down the first. Madden comes in averaging 6.9 points per game. Cougars use about 7 different players in a game, sometimes 8, but Madden is that 6-man roll off the bench for St. Francis, averaging 6.9 points per game and 6 rebounds per game. Second rebounder on the team. Frazier has the ball, drives down the middle. Lawrence will take a 3. In and out and back in, and gets the roll to go. So Lawrence knocks down her first 3 of the game. Lawrence hit 4 threes in the game against Goshen on Wednesday. Here comes McKnight, guarded by Damon. Dribbles right hand, gets it to Valiente. Valiente inside. Crawford spins, hook shot, no good. Ball on the ground, rolls out to McKnight. And another 3-pointer on the way, this one airballed by Carly Culberson. Hovey with the basketball, good crossover, drives inside, gets the bucket to fall, and one for Jade Hovey. A beautiful crossover, and she is fired up. What a shot from Jade Hovey. And she'll head to the line with a chance for a 3-point play. Hovey on the season only averaging 1.2 points per game, but with some injuries, she's getting some more minutes as of late. She had 7 points in the game against Goshen College. She had the 3-pointer that put the Wildcats over the century mark in that game. Wildcats will press Crawford, the forward, playing point guard a little bit against Bailey Van Dyke. And Crawford has a switch onto a more favorable matchup with Ashley Mader. Gets it inside. Here's Ali Madden. And a jump ball caused by Bailey Van Dyke, and she's played some good defense here early in this game. Possession arrow will go to Indiana Wesleyan. And leading by 6 with 2:02 to play, they'll have the basketball. Cougars open up at a man-to-man defense. It's Emily Parrott on Kelly Damon. Damon sets up the play. Wildcats swinging around. Here's Haley Rose. Gets it into Van Dyke. She thought about a 3, doesn't take it, and now has the ball picked away. Here comes Emily Parrott. Fast break all by herself. She gets the bucket to fall. Timeout is going to go towards the Cougars. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here. 14-18 contested matchup here early, 1:35 to play. 2 leading scorers for Indiana Wesleyan. It's Sadie Nee with 5 and Lily Frazier with 5. Frazier's played some big minutes for Indiana Wesleyan. We said we didn't know how many minutes Lily Frazier was going to play in this game. Came in a little questionable, didn't warm up in the game. She was dressed, but did not warm up. But she started and is the leading scorer for Indiana Wesleyan. For St. Francis, it's been Emily Parrott. She's 2 of 2 from the field, 3 of 3 from the line, has 7 points. Just got that steal and fast break bucket for the Cougars. So a quick timeout, just a quick adjustment for the Cougars as they're already back on the floor. No substitutions for either team, so we'll see the same lineups on the floor. And Kelly Damon will bring things up the floor over the midcourt stripe, dribbling with her right hand, picks up her dribble, hands it off to Maddie Lawrence. She gets it right back and gives it to Mader. Wildcats swinging around. Rose in the corner. Rose gets it to Lawrence. Lawrence dribbles, now finds Van Dyke. She's thought about a couple of threes, hasn't taken any. And Lawrence tries to hand off dribble and another steal for Emily Parrott. 2 steals on the game already for Parrott. 1 minute to go, first quarter. Pate thought about it, three-pointer in the corner. Three-pointer on the way by Mantila, no good. Rebound goes to Rose. Wildcats should try to go 2 for 1 here. Lawrence hands it off to Damon. Damon takes a quick three. No good, rebound Madden. And 37 seconds to go. Wildcats, they got the 2 for 1, but didn't convert the first opportunity. Emily Parrott will have the basketball and they're gonna wait. Head coach Jeremy Henney calling out a play. Parrott guarded by Mader. She dribbles, left-handed, gets around her. Layup up, and it's good. Now Wildcats have to move quickly. 15 seconds to go, 18-16. Damon will hand it off to Lawrence. Here's Rose. Rose has it picked away. There goes Julie Mantila. She's got 3 seconds. She gets the layup to go, and that is how the first quarter will end, tied at 18 apiece. So we'll head to a short break. Right back with the second quarter. Wildcats 18, Cougars 18.
All right, Wildcat fans, we've got some games today. Compliments of Meyer Nathan. Mr. Nathan, this will be an easy one for him. All right, he was a little nervous. What's your major, Nathan? What year? Where are you from? Wow, what high school? Okay, the Indians. All right, here's what we're going to do. All you have to do, it's a really simple game to start the day off, is you've got to make a layup and a free throw in 20 seconds. Okay? You want to know what you win? A $10 Meyer gift card. I did not buy this on my school card. That was concerned in the audience. I bought them on the athletic directors. So free throw and a layup. Here you go, 20 seconds. Go! You got the first one. All right, let's hear it. Congratulations, Nathan. Compliments of Meyer.
Back now for the second quarter. It's 18-18, a highly contested matchup. The Cougars, they're 9-9 on the season, 5-3 on the Crossroads League, but they've played some competitive basketball. As I said earlier, they were neck and neck with a top-ranked team in Marion down the stretch on Wednesday. So this should be a exciting matchup between the Wildcats and the Cougars. We just saw a quick 4-0 run after a couple of steals from the Cougars, and they'll start with a ball here in the second quarter with a chance to take their first lead since the first bucket of the game. Parrott with the basketball, dribbling top of the key, guarded by Merrill. She crosses over. Now we'll switch on to Lawrence. Parrott is blocked by Lawrence. First mistake she's made on the game. Frazier with the basketball. Swings it around. Bailey Van Dyke will take a three. She doesn't attempt a lot. Misses that one, but a rebound by Frazier and a beautiful spin move. And Frazier has perfected that spin move in the paint. Gets the bucket to fall. Some first quarter stats. Emily Parrott finishes the leading scorer between both teams with 9 points. She was 3 of 3 from the field, 3 of 3 from the free throw line in that first quarter. And a travel is going to be called on Reagan Pate. For Pate, she's got 1 turnover and 1 foul on the game. Wildcats will have the basketball, leading by 2. Under 9 minutes here in the second quarter. Frazier with the basketball inside. Going to go to that spin move. She does. She gets doubled and draws the foul. Another foul is going to go against Parrott. And these whistles have been blowing here early for both teams, so I guess if you're a fan, that's how you want to see it. If the whistles are going to be called, call it even. 5 fouls called against the Cougars, 5 against Indiana Wesleyan as well, so we're even. Frazier knocks down the first free throw, and knocks down the second. 1 foul apiece for Parrott, McKnight, Mantila, Pate, and Madden. We haven't seen a lot from Crawford today. Cassidy Crawford, the leading scorer for the Cougars, has just 2 points in the game. And a quick bounce pass. Unable to hit it was Reagan Pate. Wildcats come down, and Frazier gets the bucket to fall. So Frazier with a quick 4 points to start off the second quarter. Wildcats jump out to a 6-point lead. Wildcats move into their half-court press. Pate will take a 3. She can't hit it. Merrill grabs the rebound. Here comes Kelly Damon. Damon, crossover, down the lane. Kicks it out to the corner, finds Van Dyke. She gets the ball back. And now Merrill has it in the corner. Merrill inside, Kelly Damon, 1 dribble, layup up, it's good. Good find from Merrill and good use of that dribble from Kelly Damon. Got the defender to jump, used her dribble, and then had a wide open layup. Reagan Pate with the basketball, she gives it to Crawford. Crawford dribbles right around Van Dyke, has the ball stripped away, tries to save it, stolen by Lily Frazier. Wildcats come the other way. 2-on-3 fast break for the Wildcats. Almost a charge on Frazier and a block from Cassidy Crawford from behind. Maddie Lawrence thought she had a wide open 3-point shot and Cassidy Crawford said no. Here's that block from Cassidy Crawford. Maddie Lawrence had no idea she was there. A little laugh from Lawrence as the Wildcats maintain possession. Lawrence spins on Madden inside and gets the bucket to fall. Madden tried to play the handoff to the inbounder, and Lawrence spun around her. And just like that, Wildcats have scored the first 10 points this second quarter. Here comes Parrott. Parrott down the lane, gets it inside to Madden. She left her layup short, and Wildcats come the other way. Here comes Sadie Nee, down the lane, finds Lawrence. Thought about a 3, doesn't take it. Gets it to Merrill. Nee with the ball in the corner, dribbling left-handed. Picks up her dribble, gives it to Kelly Damon. Kelly Damon, top of the key, calling out a play. She wants a screen. Now she wants to give it to Lawrence at the free throw line. Now Van Dyke from 3, she's got it. And a 13-0 run for Indiana Wesleyan. Timeout, St. Francis. It's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take a break. Wildcats have scored the first 13 points of the second quarter. They lead 31-18. back now. 6:35 to play, second quarter. Lily Frazier has 6 points here in this second quarter. Gives her 11 on the game, makes her the leading scorer for both teams. 5 points apiece for Sadie Nee and Maddie Lawrence. Wildcats have scored the first 13 points here in this second quarter, and after a 18-18 first quarter, Wildcats lead 31-18. Parrott nearly had the over and back after she was pressed by some Wildcats, and she turns the ball over, but Sadie Nee, she had the ball in her hands and couldn't hold on to it. Looked like a free safety coming in for the interception, but just couldn't make the play, so ball will stay with St. Francis. Chloe McKnight will inbound. In that last timeout, you just saw the disappointment on the face of Jeremy Henney. His team was playing so well in that first quarter, and then the Wildcats came out hot to start the second quarter. And it's been a cold spree for the Cougars, as they have not gotten a shot to fall here in this second quarter. Wildcats will make some substitutions after a jump ball. Hovey, Reed, Rose, and Mater will come into the game for Indiana Wesleyan. So second unit on the floor for the Wildcats. Let's see if the Cougars can take advantage. Reed with the basketball. She gives it to Rose. Rose, top of the key. Takes one dribble, finds Sadie Nee. Nee from three. No good. Doesn't follow her own shot. She would have had a rebound if she did, but Emily Parrott comes up with the basketball. Parrott guarded by Nee. And she wants to take her. Crossover. Now she's looking inside, picks up her dribble. Handoff to Crawford, three in the corner. That one's good. It's Julie Mantila. And the first bucket of the second quarter for the Cougars comes with 5:22 to play. Reed now with the basketball. Rose will take a three, straight on. Off the back of the rim, no good. It was wide to the right anyway. Here comes the Cougars. Mater's gonna show a little press to Parrott. A mismatch here. Crawford is on Sadie Nee. Another three in the corner. Mantila's three goes in and out. Nee comes up with the rebound. Here comes Sadie Nee down the lane. Good flip pass to Ashley Mater, and we've seen some beautiful passes already in this game from Sadie Nee, both to Ashley Mater, and Mater gets the bucket to fall. Press for Indiana Wesleyan. Mater tipped it, nearly had the steal. Parrott has the basketball. Parrott inside, finds McKnight. McKnight out to the corner. Mantila will take another three. She hits it. Mantila with 2 threes here in the second quarter. She's done all the scoring for the Cougars. Three in the corner. Ashley Mater off the back of the rim, no good. Crawford comes down with a rebound. Averaging a double-double is Crawford with 14 points and 10 rebounds. She's the third leading rebounder in the Crossroads League at 10.4 rebounds per game. She gives the screen to Parrott, and Parrott drives down the lane, gets the bucket to fall. Timeout, Indiana Wesleyan, a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here. Here's that pass from Sadie Nee to Ashley Mater. Nee has some great vision and is exactly what you want out of a backup point guard, someone who can come off the bench and be a facilitator is exactly what Sadie Nee is, but she can score too. She has 5 points so far in this game to go along with her 2 assists and 1 rebound. So after the Wildcats jumped up to a 13-point lead, that lead has been cut to 7 after a few three-pointers from Julie Mantila. Mantila has 8 points on the game, shooting 2 of 4 from downtown. Here's that spin move from Lawrence we saw early in that second quarter. And we're back with 3:53 to play. Second quarter, Wildcats have the basketball. Sadie Nee will dribble it across the midcourt stripe. Nee guarded by Emily Parrott. Parrott has played nearly the whole game for the Cougars. I said earlier, the Cougars play with about 6 or 7 people. That means a lot of minutes for these starters. Rose, a little bit of a fumbled shot, can't get a good shot to go, and The rebound goes to Cassidy Crawford. Emily Parrott, guarded by Bailey Van Dyke, gets the switch onto Mater. Cougars swing it around, inside, Crawford. She's double teamed, looking for a pass, tries to get it through, and she gets the 3-second violation. Too much time spent in the paint, and she turns the ball over. It was a beautiful double team brought by Bailey Van Dyke and Ashley Mater. Mater gave her no options. We've seen her try to kick it out to that short side corner, but she couldn't find it as Mater cut that pass off. Handoff dribble to Frazier now. Frazier in the paint, she's doubled, gets it out to Bailey Van Dyke and gets the ball right back. Swings around, Mater in the corner. Couple of dribbles, gets it to Frazier. Frazier, spin move, gets it to Mater. Swing, Van Dyke from 3. She hits another one. Bailey Van Dyke. She was the only Wildcat to not hit a 3 in their game against Goshen on Wednesday. But she's got 2 threes here in this game. 6 points for Bailey Van Dyke. And the Wildcats jump out to a 10-point lead again. Parrott across the midcourt stripe, guarded by Mater. Parrott, crossover in the corner. That's Mantila. Mantila now. Looking for Parrott, she gets it to her. Parrott guarded by Rose, and Rose tips it away. And it's gonna be a foul on Sadie Nee. Both were going after the basketball, but Parrott had the straight line shot to the ball, and Nee kind of just ran into her. Foul's gonna go against Sadie Nee, her first. Team's first in the second quarter. Wildcats have done a great job staying out of foul trouble, and the refs have kind of slowed down the foul calls here in the second quarter. 1 foul apiece for both these teams after 4 or 5 fouls for the teams in the first quarter. McKnight to inbound, she gets it to Parrott. Top of the key, guarded by Claire Merrill. Gets the screen and the switch on to Bailey Van Dyke. Parrott around the corner, blocked by Van Dyke. Some good defense from Indiana Wesleyan in this second quarter against Emily Parrott, who was torching them in the first quarter. Inside, Lawrence spins, takes it down the lane, another spin. And that ball didn't hit the rim. Might have been a travel, but Lawrence gets her own rebound and gets the second chance points. A few fans calling for a travel, they don't get the call. She threw that shot against the backboard and caught it and came back down with it. And if it doesn't hit the rim, it should be called a travel, but it wasn't. So maybe the refs saw something that I did. The shot will count for Lawrence, and a 3 on the way for McKnight is no good. Cougars have gone cold from deep here in the second quarter, as that's why they trail by 12. Merrill gets it to Damon. Van Dyke now. Lawrence was looking for the handoff. Beautiful pass inside. Van Dyke's shot is blocked, but it's going to be a foul. Foul's going to go on Cassidy Crawford. And for Crawford, I believe that's her second foul. Just kidding, make it her first foul. So Emily Parrott will take a seat on the bench, and she looks gassed. Parrott has played 18 minutes in this game so far. Hasn't taken a seat on the bench yet. So she will take a seat for the final 57 seconds here in the first half. Van Dyke at the line. She'll shoot 2, she hits the first. Van Dyke's second free throw, up and good. And Wildcats have their largest lead of the game at 14, 40-26. 53 seconds to play. Let's see if the Cougars want to hold just a second for a 2-for-1. Crawford at the free throw line, looking, gets double teamed. Mantila from downtown, off the back of the rim, no good. And if Wildcats move quickly, they may be able to get a 2-for-1, but I don't think so. 35 seconds to go. Maddie Lawrence will hold, and they're going to take as much time off the clock as they can and give the Cougars little time to work with for their final shot. Lawrence dribbling top of the key, setting up a play. 12 on the shot clock, 20 on the game clock. Lawrence, handoff dribble to Kelly Damon. She finds Bailey Van Dyke looking in the inside and gets it to Frazier, but a foul is called with 12.3 to play, and it's going to be on the floor. So the Wildcats can hold for the last shot if they want to after the shot clock is reset with a foul. 10 seconds to play. Here comes Damon. Damon, step back. Thought about a shot, doesn't take it. Lawrence, 5 seconds to go. Spinning, looking for a shot. Couldn't find anybody, and she travels. With 1.3 to go, Wildcats couldn't find anything. Lawrence was trying to set up a play for a cut inside to Ashley Mader, but just good defense from the Cougars. 1.3 to play. Crawford will have to heave. No good. And the Wildcats hold the Cougars to 8 points in that second quarter. Indiana Wesleyan leads 40-26. We'll be right back for the second half after a short halftime break. I'm Sam Wirt bringing you Indiana Wesleyan Wildcat action. They lead 40-26. now and ready for the second half of play. Indiana Wesleyan leads St. Francis 40-26 after a hotly contested first quarter. Indiana Wesleyan jumped out to a big lead and never looked back. So Wildcats lead by 14. It was an 18-18 ball game after the first quarter, and then Indiana Wesleyan scored the first 13 points of the second quarter. And that's where we sit now, a 14-point lead for Indiana Wesleyan. Leading scorers from that first half, 11 for Lily Frazier and 11 for Emily Parrott. And then for the Wildcats, 8 for Bailey Van Dyke, 7 for Maddie Lawrence, and 5 for Sadie Nee. For the Cougars, 8 for Julia Mantila, and then 3 for Reagan Pate. Their leading scorer, Cassidy Crawford, only has 2 points so far in this game. She averages 14.3 on the year, has just 2 points, took just 3 shots, had 3 turnovers in that first half. So 10 minutes up on the clock for the third quarter as the starters march back onto the floor. Indiana Wesleyan, looks like Indiana Wesleyan will start with the ball. No, it'll be the Cougars. Cougars will start with the ball and try to work their way back into this ball game. And if they're going to do that, they're going to need Cassie Crawford to start contributing. Problem with the shot clock, so they'll have to do the opening inbound pass once again. And Tyler gives it in to Crawford. And we're underway here in the second half. Emily Parrott with the basketball, guarded by Claire Merrill. Wildcats opening up in a 2-1-2 zone, maybe a 2-3, but Maddie Lawrence is shifting up quite a bit. Long skip pass to McKnight. Her three-point is off the rim, no good, but an offensive rebound. It was tipped by Cassidy Crawford right into the hands of Emily Parrott, and she gets the second chance bucket. Parrott has 13 points so far in this game. Here comes Frazier now. Frazier tries to get it away, had it tipped, but Merrill comes up with it. Wildcats swinging around, Maddie Lawrence in the far corner. Lawrence swings it back now. Damon will attempt a long three. Long, no good, and Parrott grabs the rebound. Here comes Parrott, dribbling strong right-handed. Picks up her dribble, is going to hand it off to Cassidy Crawford. Crawford is guarded by Merrill. She swings it around. Here's Reagan Pate. Pate gets it to McKnight, and now Crawford has it in the lane. Wide open is Emily Parrott. Beautiful find in the zone, hurting the Wildcats here early as Merrill gave the double team, and Emily Parrott with a beautiful backdoor cut, cuts the lead down to 10. Bailey Van Dyke with the basketball. Spin move, dribbles left-handed. Working against Crawford. Spins, can't get the bucket to fall. Crawford with the rebound, and here comes the Cougars trying to cut into this Wildcat lead here in the second half. Crawford with the basketball. Double teamed. Kicks it out. Pate. She thought about the three-pointer, didn't take it, now dribbles out. Has the ball, right foul line extended, gives it to Crawford. Crawford, dribble pass. Mantila from three, she's got it. And a quick 7-point swing for the Cougars. Wildcats have not scored here in the second half. And the foul is going to go on Mantila for her. That's her second foul on the team, on the day, excuse me. Ball into Bailey Van Dyke. Frazier has it, swings it into Maddie Lawrence, who is wide open and draws another foul. And if this goes on Mantila, it'll be her third foul, and some foul trouble for Julia Mantila. Maddie Lawrence will head to the line. No move for a substitution from Henny, the coach for the Cougars. So he's going to let his freshman guard, Julia Mantila, stay in with 3 fouls. Lawrence knocks down the first free throw. Knocks down the second. Lawrence was previously only 8 of 16 from the free throw line on the year, so that'll boost up her averages just a little bit. High pass from Emily Parrott, picked off by the Wildcats. Here comes Indiana Wesleyan. Lawrence down the lane, stops, pops, it's good. And Maddie Lawrence giving the Wildcats some life here in the second half. Press for Indiana Wesleyan. They've got to get this over the midcourt stripe. They do. McKnight with the ball. She gives it to Parrott. Parrott dribbling left-handed. Finds Pate. She thought about a three, doesn't take it. Mantila gives it to Parrott. Back to Mantila. Inside, Crawford. Quick passes from the Cougars, and it's a shot clock violation forced by Indiana Wesleyan. They had no shot opportunity, and the Wildcats forced the turnover. 6:50 to play. Wildcats lead by 11, 44-33. A lot different of a game than the Wildcats saw on Wednesday when they scored 103 points. Good defense from both these teams has held the scoring, and it's going to be a moving screen on Bailey Van Dyke. And Whaley is pretty upset about that call. And Bailey Van Dyke was arguing that she didn't move, but to no avail, as the ball will be given over to the Cougars. And a half-court press set up from Indiana Wesleyan, trying to get the trap in the corner. And a blocking foul is going to go against Kelly Damon after Emily Parrott kind of used her shoulder and elbow to push her off. Jimmy Henney calling out a play for his team to run. Inbound pass to Crawford. Crawford with the basketball. Wildcats back into that man-to-man. They experimented with the zone, but they were sliced and diced when they went into that zone. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Maddie Lawrence comes up with the rebound. She was held by Julia Mantila, but still comes up with it anyway. Lawrence thought about a three, didn't take it. Now Sadie Nee with the basketball. Nee came in for Frazier at the last break. Shot no good, and Cougars come the other way with it. Emily Parrott in the corner. She dribbles left-handed. Tries to get it away, gets it to Crawford, and she finally gets her second bucket to go with 5:45 to go third quarter. She scores her fourth point. Nee with the basketball. Nearly had her pass taken away. Claire Merrill from downtown. It's short. Rebound goes to Crawford, and they've already cut the lead below 10. Trying to make this a 6 or 7 point ball game if they can. Kickball violation is going to go against Claire Merrill. And a swap for Indiana Wesleyan as Frazier Rose and Izzy Reed will come into the game. I said earlier the Wildcats were struggling with some injuries. Jade Nutley is not playing in today's game. Jordan Reed is dressed but has not seen any action. She's recovering from a knee injury. And Riley Parker is still out. Bucket good from Allie Madden, and she cuts the lead down to 7. We've seen a little bit of back and forth from these two teams. The Cougars have cut it to 7 multiple times, but then the Wildcats come right back and jump out to a double-digit lead. Let's see if that's what happens again. Haley Rose with a basketball, short side corner. Gets it to Sadie Nee. Good crossover dribble. Now gets it out to Lily Frazier. Frazier out to Damon. Damon from downtown, no good. Shot was long. Rose trying to save it, can't get to it. And the ball will go the other way. And the Cougars have an opportunity to cut the Wildcats' lead to the least we've seen since the early second quarter. Parrott, guarded by Izzy Reed. Trying to set up a play. She wants Valiente. Into Madden. Madden's shot is blocked, but it's going to be a foul on Haley Rose. Foul's actually going to go against Izzy Reed, who came on the double. So Rose was there, but the foul goes against Izzy Reed coming from behind. Mater will check in for the Wildcats. And Emily Parrott will take a seat on the bench as Cassidy Crawford comes back in. And Cougars go big with both Crawford and Madden in the game. Madden knocks down the first free throw, cuts the lead down to 6. And the second free throw is in and out. Izzy Reed grabs the rebound. So 6 is when we'll stay at. Izzy Reed thought about a 3, didn't take it. Now swings it over to Sadie Nee. Wildcats swinging around. Here comes Mater. He's going to take the ball and run with it. Here comes Haley Rose now down the lane. Rose streaking, can't get there. Here comes Valiente. McKnight thought about a 3, didn't take it. Half the bench was already standing up to celebrate that three-pointer, but McKnight didn't take it. They swing it around. Valiente has the ball. Gets it into Madden. Madden working against Rose. She pushes her over. Can't get the shot to fall, but Cassidy Crawford gets the bucket, and an and one opportunity for Crawford. Count the bucket. Foul's going to go on Lily Frazier, and a chance to cut this lead down to 3 if Cassidy Crawford can hit this bucket. I said Crawford would need to step up here in the second quarter, and the second half, and that's what she's done. She had 2 points in the first half. Has an opportunity for 5 already here in the third quarter. After a short break, Parrott will check back in after this free throw. Crawford hits it, Parrott subs back in for Reagan Pate. Parrott, the sophomore guard from Fort Wayne, Indiana, went to Carroll High School. She's averaging 13.8 points per game, to go along with her 3.7 assists per game, which is tops on the team. Lawrence has the ball top of the key. Dribbles right, spins. Lawrence shot is up, and it's good. Working against Chloe McKnight, who really didn't have a chance. Skip pass to McKnight. McKnight dribbles in. Gosh, throws up a floater off the glass, it's good. And these two teams going back and forth. Sadie Nee with the basketball, dribbles left. Swings it over, now Mater has it in the corner. She gets it to Lawrence. Dribbles inside. Here comes Van Dyke, she has it stripped away. McKnight takes it away in a 2-on-1 fast break. Good pass from McKnight, but no. Cassidy Crawford couldn't come up with it. Almost a travel, should have been called a travel on Cassidy Crawford. And now some jawing and fighting between Madden and Sadie Nee for the basketball. Nee tried to rip it away from her. And you see the smile from Sadie Nee after the aggressive play from Allie Madden. But Wildcats will gain possession off the possession arrow and the jump ball. Claire Miller with the basketball. Left foul line extended. Gets it into Maddie Lawrence. Lawrence working against Mantila. Spins. Blocked by Mantila, but it's going to be a foul. And for Mantila, that's her 4th. And she's going to have to take a seat on the bench. Austin Leisure, the assistant coach, talking in Jeremy Henney's ear as Henney calls for the explanation. Maddie Lawrence will shoot free throws. And Reagan Pate will come back in. Lawrence's second free throw. It is good, and Pate will come in for Mantila, who is frustrated after her 4th foul. .229 to play, third quarter. Wildcats lead 48-43. Cougars have done a great job coming back from that 14-point deficit here in this third quarter. They're trying to trap Parrott in the corner. Nearly lost the ball, but gets it to Valiente. Inside, Crawford, she's doubled. Mater. McKnight with the basketball now. Drives inside, can't get the bucket to go. A blocking foul. It's gonna go on Izzy Reed. There was a split second of suspense on whether it was gonna be a block or a charge, but the block actually gonna go against Bailey Van Dyke. And McKnight will head to the line. An opportunity to cut the lead back to 3. McKnight has struggled just a bit here in this game. 1 for 5, 0 for 4 from downtown with 2 points, and she misses the second free throw. Lawrence tries to save it, she does. And we'll get credit for the rebound. 4-point lead, Indiana Wesleyan. 48-44, 1:55 to play. Lawrence gets the ball inside, guarded by Valiente, gets the double. Damon from downtown, no good, she left it short, but offensive rebound goes to Claire Merrill, and a jump ball. If you're gonna have a jump ball, that's the one you wanna see, offensive rebound and then a fight for the basketball. So the possession arrow will give it to the Cougars. And Cassidy Crawford trying to get trapped in the corner. Valiente gets it away. 3-point basket on the way. It's good. Reagan Pate. Pate hits her second 3 of the ball game and cuts the lead to 1. 47-48, 1:25 to play. Lily Frazier has the ball. Left foul line extended. She's going to back down against Parrott. Kickball violation is going to go against Cassidy Crawford, and she knows it. She just tried to kick it out of the legs of Lily Frazier. So shot clock will reset to 20 with 1:16 to play here in the third quarter. Good defense from Emily Parrott on Lily Frazier to knock that inbound pass out. And a bad pass from Kelly Damon is stolen by Emily Parrott. 1-on-1, Parrott against Frazier. Parrott inside, can't get the shot to go. And it's gonna stay blue ball. They're gonna say that Kelly Damon touched it. And it'll stay Cougar basketball. Parrott, no play was really set up, but finally gets the shot to, or the ball to Pate. Down the lane comes Crawford. Bucket falls, and Cougars lead by 1. A 16-point swing, and the Cougars have the lead. Their first lead since the first basket of the ball game. They lead 49-48. Down the lane comes Van Dyke. Looking, nearly got the 3-second call. Lawrence will take a 3. It's short. Cougars get the ball. 48-49, 36 to play. 10-second difference from shot clock and game clock. Make it about 9. Parrott has the ball. She gets it to Valiente. Swings it around inside of McKnight. Crawford has the ball, looking, finds Pate, corner, and she stepped out of bounds with 19.4 to play. Wildcats will have the ball and a chance to take the lead into the fourth quarter. They'll give it to Damon. Damon guarded by Valiente. Gonna do a handoff dribble to Merrill. Swings it over. Ball now inside to Frazier. And Frazier was fouled with 8.5 to go. And that's gonna go against Emily Parrott, her second. So 8.5 to go. It'll be inbound underneath. Inside to Frazier. Frazier spins. Inside. Shot. No good. 5 seconds. Frazier gets her own rebound. Can't get it. Ball comes down on the floor. Who's got it? With 0.7 on the clock. And it's going to be a foul on Cassidy Crawford, and that's the 5th foul, so that'll send the Wildcats to the line to shoot 2. Great effort from Lily Frazier on this play. She misses the first shot, gets her own rebound, sends up another shot, and then fights for it, lands on the ball, and gets the foul call on Cassidy Crawford. And for Crawford, that's her second. Frazier knocks down the first. We have a tie ball game. 0.7 to go. 49-49. Frazier trying to give the Wildcats a lead heading into the fourth quarter, and she does, barring a three-quarter court shot, which is short from Parrott. So we'll head to break. A back-and-forth affair. Wildcats lead 50-49. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter. Back now for the fourth quarter of action, and this has been a back-and-forth affair. Wildcats and the Cougars were tied 18 apiece after the end of the first, and then the Wildcats took a 14-point lead into the halftime break. But after that third quarter, that lead was erased to 1. Cougars actually jumped out to a 1-point lead, but after a late foul against Cassidy Crawford, Lily Frazier knocked down 2 free throws to give the Wildcats a 1-point lead, 50-49 as we head into the fourth quarter. Some stats through the first 3. Leading scorer in the game is Emily Parrott and Maddie Lawrence. They have 15 apiece. 13 points for Lily Frazier, 11 for Julia Mantila. Cassidy Crawford has 9. And Bailey Van Dyke has 8. Frazier inside, can't get the bucket to go, but she'll draw a foul, and if that's on Cassidy Crawford, no, it's not. It's on Emily Parrott. For Parrott, that's her third. Some foul trouble for the Cougars. 4 fouls for Julia Mantila, 3 for Parrott, 2 for Crawford, and 2 for Chloe McKnight. For the Wildcats, 2 fouls for Van Dyke, Merrill, and Izzy Reed. So Frazier knocks down both free throws. She's hit 4 free throws now in a row between the end of that third quarter and the start of this fourth one. Wildcats open up to their half-court trap press, but are unable to get a trap against Crawford or Parrott. Mantila is back in the game, playing with 4 fouls. It's going to go the other way. A foul called against Cassidy Crawford. Moving screen, and that's her third foul of the ball game. Ball will go to Indiana Wesleyan, and that was an interesting call, and not a call we've seen called most of the game, but called here in that fourth quarter against Cassidy Crawford. Lawrence with the basketball. And another moving screen. No, this one a charge is going to go against Claire Merrill. And Merrill is arguing that Mantila is down on the floor after taking that hard hit from the screen from Claire Merrill. And you see Merrill kind of put an extra oomph into that screen, for better lack of words. So it'll be Cougar basketball. They trail by 3. Wildcats still in that half-court trap press. Cassidy Crawford gets it top of the key. Swings to McKnight. McKnight dribbles inside. She gets the double team. Gets it out to Crawford. Looking inside for Madden. Can't find her. Swings the ball around. Here's Emily Parrott. Parrott inside. Madden has the ball now. Good ball movement from the Cougars. Parrott inside. She's double teamed. Tries to get it away. Nearly traveled. Shot clock violation forced by Indiana Wesleyan. And that gives some energy to this Wildcat bench. Jeremy Henney trying to fire up his team Wildcats have forced 3 shot clock violations here in this game, have played some excellent defense against the Cougars. Lawrence has the ball at the elbow, gets it away. Kelly Damon now, crossover dribble. Wildcats swinging around, Bailey Van Dyke has it in the corner. Now Lawrence, top of the key, dribbles inside, high dribble, tries to get the shot away, can't. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Allie Madden. Here comes Cassidy Crawford. Crawford, right foul line extended, gets it inside Madden. Madden, double team, spins, shot it up, no good. She left it short, off the front of the rim, no good. So after a few minutes of back and forth scoring, we've seen a little bit of drought, and it's going to be another foul called. This one going against Allie Madden. For Madden, that's her second, and more foul trouble for the Cougars, but they'll bring in Julia Mantila, playing with 4 fouls, but the second leading scorer in the game for the Cougars with 11. She's also played some great defense against Maddie Lawrence, and they need her on the floor, but has to play careful with 4 fouls. Lily Frazier has the ball, driving inside, takes it down the middle, double team, gets it out to Merrill. Merrill's 3 is short. Rebound goes to Reagan Pate, and here come the Cougars. Cassidy Crawford. Handoff dribble to Parrott. Parrott down the lane, guarded by Merrill. Stops, spins, gets the bucket to go. Timeout's gonna go against, the timeout gonna go for the Cougars. It's gonna be a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here. 51-52, here's another look at that stop and pivot from Emily Parrott, and we're back to a 1-point ball game. Wildcats 52, Cougars 51. 30-second timeout called by the Cougars. 2 timeouts left for St. Francis, 4 by Coach Whaley and Indiana Wesleyan. And it's going to be the foul trouble that makes a difference down the stretch. 4 fouls for Julia Mantila, 3 for Parrott, and 3 for Cassidy Crawford. Maddie Lawrence has been dominating for Indiana Wesleyan. She's got 15 points, 4 of 4 from the line. She has 5 rebounds and 2 assists. We haven't seen a lot of Sadie Nee recently here in this 4th quarter. Nee had 5 points and 2 assists and has been a big spark off the bench for Indiana Wesleyan. So Lily Frazier came into this game a little questionable, didn't warm up, didn't know if she was going to play, and if so, how much she would play, but she's made a big difference in this game. Played 22 minutes, has 15 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals for Indiana Wesleyan. For St. Francis, Cassidy Crawford had 2 points through that first half, has 9 now here through 3.5 quarters. So we're back to action, 7:17 to play, 52-51, Indiana Wesleyan leads. And Nee back in the game for Indiana Wesleyan. It's Nee, Merrill, Damon, Lawrence, and Van Dyke for the Wildcats. For the Cougars, Mantila, McKnight, Pate, Crawford, and Parrott, the starters. Lawrence will attempt a long 3. She hits it! The first 3-pointer in a while for Indiana Wesleyan. Pushes that lead to 4. Wildcats pressing now. Parrott nearly turned it over. Merrill just wasn't tall enough. Crawford tried to jump and kind of just pass it right over the top of, I believe that was Bailey Van Dyke, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Cougar basketball. Parrott, high inbound to Crawford. Crawford in the paint. She's double teamed. Gets the shot to fall, can't get the shot to fall, but Parrott comes racing through with a rebound and gets the bucket. Emily Parrott has done everything in this game for the Cougars and has brought them back from that 14-point deficit we saw at halftime. Sadie Nee has the basketball, top of the key, dribbling right-handed, looking inside, will give it up to Lawrence. Lawrence dribbles right, was doubled and gives it to Sadie Nee. Nee from 3. It's good! Another 3! Sadie Nee! her second three of the game, first of this second half. And Wildcats lead by 5. Back-to-back threes for Indiana Wesleyan. Here's Parrott. Top of the key, guarded by Van Dyke. It's going to be a charge on Parrott. Great defense from Bailey Van Dyke. And I believe that's the 4th foul on Parrott. It is. And not much to see on that replay. I wonder if Parrott maybe used that elbow a little bit to push off. The refs will call it a chicken wing, where the player kind of tucks in their elbow and uses it to push off with their forearm. But the foul is called on Parrott, and now another foul. And if this is on Mantila, she's going to be out of the game. And it is. Mantila's 5th foul. She's done for the game. Lawrence will head to the line, and the refs swallowed their whistles for most of that second and third quarter, but the whistles have come out once again. Lawrence will head to the line. Mantila is done for the night. It'll be Allie Madden in the game for her, so the Cougars will be forced to go big and lose the shooting that Mantila brings them. She has hit 3 threes in this game so far. Lawrence hits the first, pushes that lead to 6. Lawrence collects, takes 2 dribbles, spins the ball in her hand, takes another dribble, fires the free throw away. It's in and out, no good. Rebound goes to Crawford. Here comes the Cougars, and they have a 5-on-4 if they move quickly, but Bailey Van Dyke is racing back. In the corner, that's McKnight. Good defense from the Wildcats, but some miscommunication. They had 3 defenders on McKnight, but she turns it over. She tries a long skip pass to Reagan Pate and throws it into the second row of the stands. Sadie Nee will check back in for Indiana Wesleyan, in for Bailey Van Dyke. An offense for defense substitution from Coach Whaley. Here comes Kelly Damon now. 59-53, 5:22 to play, 4th quarter. A back and forth game between St. Francis and Indiana Wesleyan. Damon top of the key, gives it up. Inside pass, Frazier, spins, layup, good. 8-point lead. Frazier's got her 17th point of the ball game. Parrott, her pass is picked off and a jump ball. Possession arrow will stay with the Cougars, and Sadie Nee and Maddie Lawrence are fired up. Parrott will inbound. Tapping her head, she wanted to get it inside to Crawford, but couldn't. Parrott from 3, no good, she left it short. Merrill comes down with the rebound. Jump ball, a good jump ball force from Chloe McKnight, and those are the types of jump balls you like to see if you're a coach. When the other team has possession and you can force a jump ball, even if it stays with the opposing team, that means that possession arrow switches, and if a more crucial jump ball happens later on, the possession will go your way. Merrill will take a shot from downtown. She hits it! Wildcats jump out to an 11-point lead. Claire Merrill from downtown. Emily Parrott with the basketball, guarded by Merrill. The Cougars have gone back and forth with the Wildcats here in this game. They now trail by 11. Madden inside, 3-pointer on the way. McKnight, she hits! Beautiful shot by Chloe McKnight. Cuts the lead back down to 8. Cougars need a stop under 4 to play. 23-22 on the shot clock, and a timeout called by Ethan Whaley. And I believe this is going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here. And a beautiful shot from Chloe McKnight after the 3 from Claire Merrill, top of the key. There's that pass from Allie Madden to cut the lead down to 8. Parrott has 19 points, 3 steals, 5 rebounds. She's done it all for the Cougars in this game. For McKnight, just her 6th points in the ball game, 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 5 from downtown. Leading rebounder in the game is Cassidy Crawford with 8. She's 8 points and 8 rebounds and 9 points for Indiana Wesleyan. 19 points for Maddie Lawrence, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Wildcats have been afforded quite a few free throws, 15 on the day, and they have only missed 1. 14 of 15 from the free throw line are Indiana Wesleyan, and that's what you got to do if you're in the lead and you want to win the ball game. You got to hit your free throws. So Wildcats have the ball. Frazier matched up against Reagan Pate. Out to Claire Merrill. She'll take a quick 3, leaves it short. Rebound goes to Crawford, her 9th rebound of the game, and Crawford nearly turned around and dribbled the other way after she was double-teamed by Merrill and Frazier, but gets it away to Emily Parrott. Parrott, top of the key, getting the screen from Crawford. Gets another screen. Now gives it up to McKnight. McKnight will take another 3. It's good! Another 3 from Chloe McKnight. 5-point ball game. McKnight has caused a 6-point swing. Sadie Nee now, basketball, top of the key. She holds it, setting up a play. Maddie Lawrence with the ball. Inside to Frazier. She turns it over. Here comes the Cougars the other way. Valiente with the ball. Guarded by Merrill. And it's going to go the other way. And a hook from Cassidy Crawford for her 4th foul of the game. We already saw 1 Cougar foul out. Will we see another? Crawford has 4 fouls. Five-point lead for Indiana Wesleyan. Foul count is 6 for the Cougars, 1 for Indiana Wesleyan here in this 4th quarter, and you hear some fans complaining about that. Damon has the basketball. Gives up to Lawrence. Lawrence was hit in the nose and briefly held her nose. Fighting inside, and it's going to be another foul. And it is on Cassidy Crawford. Crawford's out of the game. Crawford will foul out, and that's a big loss for the Cougars, and she can do nothing but smile. Crawford will have to take a seat on the bench, and some frustrations from this Cougar team about the officiating here in the 4th quarter. Lawrence will shoot free throws, 5 of 6 on the day. Lawrence knocks down the first, makes it a 6-point ball game. 2:31 to play. Indiana Wesleyan leads 65-59 with Lawrence shooting 1 more free throw. And she does hit it, 66-59, 7-point game, Wildcats pressing. Parrott with the basketball, guarded by Merrill. She calls everyone off. Wants to take Merrill herself. She does. Drives down the lane, now picks up her dribble, loses it, travels. Travel forced by Claire Merrill. What defense from Merrill, pressing all the way, forces the travel, and Parrott picked up her dribble just 1 step too early and couldn't get the pass away. And if it wasn't a travel called, Merrill was going to come up with a steal anyway. Damon has the ball, top of the key, dribbling around the I in the IWU logo at center court. Just dribbling back and forth, kind of drain this clock. Up 7, inside to Lawrence. Lawrence has it at the free throw line. We've seen her there a lot tonight, spinning. Gets it to Van Dyke. Lawrence thought about a 3, doesn't take it, now she does. Lawrence's 3, short. Offensive rebound goes to Claire Merrill. It's a jump ball, but it'll go to the Cougars. And Claire Merrill willing the Indiana Wesleyan Wildcats to a victory seemingly over the last few possessions. Here comes Emily Parrott. McKnight spins, fires up a shot, can't get it to go, but a foul is going to go on Claire Merrill, and for Merrill, that's her 4th. 1:38 to play. And they're going to call this foul on the floor. A very surprising call, as I thought she was shooting. And after that replay, it does look like the foul occurred before she went up with a shot. Madden spins, gets the foul on Lawrence, and this one will be shooting. Seven-point game, 66-59, 1:32 to play. Fourth quarter, Allie Madden at the line. Madden has 5 points on the game. She's 3 of 4 from the free throw line. And make that 3 of 5, as she cannot hit the first one. And she makes the second one off the front of the rim. And now the Cougars will be forced to press. No one guarding Maddie Lawrence, and she'll walk down the floor with it and sit with it. Wildcats can take this down to a minute to play, and Lawrence is going to take it immediately. Gets the bucket and the foul! Maddie Lawrence! 68-60. Maddie Lawrence with 23 points on the game. What a shot from Maddie Lawrence. Teammates come around to celebrate, and Wildcats can take a 9-point lead if she can hit this free throw. Still a minute 16 to play, so a lot of ball game left. But Maddie Lawrence leading the way for Indiana Wesleyan. She has 23 points on the game. Steps to the line. Crowd quiets. She hits the free throw. And she makes it, so 9-point game. Emily Parrott has the ball. Guarded by Claire Merrill. She gets the switch onto Maddie Lawrence. This is what she wants. Gets it away to Culberson. Culberson inside, gets the foul. Foul's going to go on Lily Frazier, her second foul of the game. And Carly Culberson will head to the line to shoot 2, try to make this a 7-point ball game. Looking for her first points in the game, and she's perfect. Nearly had the and one opportunity, trying to throw it up with the right hand. Valiente will check back in for Emily Parrott, so a defense for offense substitution for the Cougars. 7-point game, 69-62. Lawrence to inbound. No foul yet. Do they foul? No, they don't. 55 to play. Valiente on Frazier. Frazier spins, gets away from her. Stifling defense from Valiente, but they get away to Maddie Lawrence, and she can sit with the ball. No one within 10 feet of her, and she can take this down if she wants to. Nearly had the ball taken away. Damon, long three. It's good, and a dagger from Kelly Damon. 10-point ball game, and Kelly Damon with a dagger from 3 feet beyond the 3-point arc, and she's been quiet in this game, but comes alive when the Wildcats need her. 72-62. Wildcats will dribble it out. A back-and-forth game. Wildcats will win by 10, 72-62 as Damon dribbles things out. What a shot from Kelly Damon to really close out this game. There's that three from Claire Merrill we saw earlier. Wildcats win 72-62. A back-and-forth affair, which saw the Cougars leading by 1 at one point in the fourth quarter. But Maddie Lawrence with 24 points, shot 8 of 9 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. She does it all for Indiana Wesleyan as the Wildcats get the win. Damon hit that last three. That was her first three of the ball game. She had just 6 points in the game. Frazier finishes with 17. For St. Francis, leading scorer was Emily Parrott. She had 19 points, shot 8 of 12 from the line. So the Wildcats get the win. They advance to 16-3, 8-1 in the Crossroads League. St. Francis Cougars fall below 500 at 9-10, 5-4 in the Crossroads League, and things don't get any easier for the Cougars as they get Marion on Wednesday at 7 o'clock, and then they will play against Indiana Wesleyan once again. That one at home for the Cougars. So these two teams will see each other next week at 1 o'clock. From Marion, Indiana, I'm Sam Wirt. You've been listening to Wildcat Basketball.